Hey everyone, so today's vlog is a little bit different to what I normally do. I'm getting attacked by a tree. I wanted to start a new series of vlogs that are set in graveyards, cemeteries, churchyards. The reason for this is because they are my favourite places in all the world. Absolutely favourite places, and the one I'm in just now, the one that I thought would be perfect to start this series, is the new St-John-at-Hampstead churchyard. I say new, it's not that new, but there are two of them. And basically the concept of these is I'm going to show you some cemeteries and graveyards and churchyards that I visit. There's not really going to be a structure to them, it's just going to be me talking. And I want to point out two things as well, first of all. One, this is not disrespectful. I know some people might find this to be a bit odd that I'm vlogging in a churchyard. To me it's quite the opposite. I think, let me switch hands, I think the more time we spend around graves and those who are no longer with us is better. I think it's a lot more respectful that we're taking the time to be around these graves and remember the people who are no longer with us. And that's quite often why I do it. I know I visited the other Hampstead cemetery quite recently and there was nobody there. Like, there's absolutely nobody here just now either, but it is quite early in the morning. But I just think it's such a lovely thing to spend time around them, and I love reading the graves and kind of seeing all these different lives and all these people who, in one sense, quite frankly, no longer matter on earth. But obviously that's not the case. But these are people who, most of the time, even some of the famous names are just completely forgotten and completely erased from history. But they're not, they're right here. The evidence that they existed is all around us. So I thought the first one of this video we'll do in St-John-at-Hampstead, and who knows where we'll go from here. Obviously there's the other side of me, the spiritual side of me loves the peacefulness of cemeteries and graveyards, and I find them very contemplative and meditative, and I love that. But there's also the gothic side of me. No, I dress head to toe in black. I'm carrying a Nightmare Before Christmas bag, if you can see that, and I have, you probably can't see this, the skull of a woman on my bag. So I am very gothic, but and I think that obviously comes across in cemeteries and things because I love the darkness of them and mysteriousness of them. And I think often my gothic elements combine quite well with my spiritual elements. I can be respectful, but I can have fun, and it's quite an odd combination. But I really enjoy it, and it just means that I spend so much time in cemeteries that it's probably unhealthy. I'm just coming up towards the top of the churchyard just now. It's actually quite a large sized churchyard, much bigger than I first thought, because you can't actually see all the way up to this top. But over there you have a little hut, and inside there are a load of different plaques and things for people who have died more recently, because you can actually no longer get buried here, which is a massive shame, because when I die I want to get buried here, which hopefully won't be for many years. But yeah, I'm not going to go over there because obviously a lot of those people have passed on recently and I don't really want to show those. But around here we have some really gorgeous, really interesting styles. Traditional crosses, of course, and some of your longer ones. And I find here, if you read the Buried in Hampstead book, which is really fascinating, kind of tells you all about the different graves and things. And there are some famous people buried here as well, so I thought we'd go and take a look at those. Over here we have the grave of the woman who started my love with this cemetery, this churchyard. This is Eva Gore-Booth, one of my favourite women ever. She was a wonderful suffragist and fantastic poet, Irish lady, very admired by W.B. Yeats. And here she lies with her partner, Esther Roper. A little bit overgrown since the last time I was here. I was meaning to bring flowers, but I completely forgot. But yeah, she's basically the reason that I came here in the first place, and I adore her. So this bit's really interesting, if I can get the sun out of my eyes. We're down in the bottom of the churchyard just now, and over there you can actually see the church itself and the original churchyard. And down here we have the resting spot of George du Maurier. George du Maurier, illustrator of Punch, grandfather of Daphne du Maurier. Daphne du Maurier being one of my favourite people ever and one of my favourite authors ever. And so that's really exciting. And then over here we have, first of all, Arthur Llewelyn-Davies and Sylvia Llewelyn-Davies. Sylvia Llewelyn-Davies being Daphne du Maurier's auntie. And then we have various of their sons And we have the ashes, if you can read this, of Peter Llewelyn-Davies, who is the Peter Pan, which I just think is absolutely wonderful. You know, the original Peter Pan is buried in Hampstead, where his ashes are. And obviously he was the Peter Pan, the Peter who inspired J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. So there's a lot of kind of de Maurier, J.M. Barrie crossover, which I think is really interesting. I do though, I absolutely love St-John-at-Hampstead, and there was a poster on the gate over there which said adopt a grave. I really want to do that, but I'm not here tomorrow when the event is on, so I'm going to have to go online. That was me googling. I'm going to have to go online and see if I can find out more about that. So I really want to adopt one of the graves here. Kind of put some money towards the upkeep of the church, I guess. Yeah, but if you like the idea of churchyard vlogs, do let me know and I'll try and do them more frequently. I thoroughly enjoy them, so I'll probably keep them up anyway, but I don't know how often I'll do them. I guess just whenever I can get to a churchyard. Yeah, but thank you for watching this video. Any suggestions for other videos, let me know. And if you have a favourite churchyard or cemetery, let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!